Unfortunately, the development of social media platforms such as Facebook Live has been accompanied by a number of tragic and disturbing incidents, including live broadcast murders. Which murder cases around Facebook Live are the craziest? Here are some of the most shocking cases. Number 12. Rain Cornell de Blasi. Rain Cornell de Blasi, 28, was living with his roommate Dylan McCullen in Northport, Florida. On February 25, 2019, an argument broke out between the two roommates. The altercation escalated quickly and turned violent. De Blasi, during the heated argument, shot McCullen. De Blasi then took to Facebook Live to broadcast the aftermath of the shooting. In the live stream, he expressed regret and confusion over what had just happened. The video showed de Blasi holding a gun and pacing around, visibly distressed. He repeatedly mentioned that he did not mean to kill McCullen and seemed shocked by his own actions. The live broadcast lasted for several minutes before viewers alerted the authorities. Police arrived at the scene, finding McCullen dead from gunshot wounds. De Blasi was arrested without incident and charged with second-degree murder. During the investigation, it was revealed that the argument leading to the shooting was over a trivial matter, which quickly spiraled out of control due to de Blasi's unstable state of mind and access to a firearm. Number 11. Jonathan Robinson. Jonathan Robinson, 36, broke into his former lover Rannita Williams' house in Shreveport, Louisiana on April 12, 2018. Williams, who was 27 years old at the time, had just broken up with Robinson. Robinson had been harassing her nonstop, even after they had split up. Williams was held captive by Robinson in her own house on the day of the incident. He captured the horrifying events as they happened on Facebook Live. Williams was seen begging for her life, asking forgiveness for unknown issues, and asking forgiveness during the live stream. Robinson can be heard verbally abusing her and threatening to kill her in the scenery. Williams begged Robinson not to shoot her repeatedly, but he did so while the show was still live. The violent video showed Williams collapse the sound of shots fired and the stressed scene. Viewers who had followed the live incident and alerted police, and the live stream continued until they arrived on the scene. Robinson and the police got into a roughly an hour-long brawl. Robinson even opened fire on them. Robinson eventually gave up and was brought into custody. At the scene, Rannita Williams was declared deceased. Robinson was accused of second-degree murder, and because the crime was broadcast live, a lot of media coverage was given to his case. The incident brought to light serious concerns about the dissemination of violent crimes via social media platforms and the difficulties in stopping the public from streaming and viewing such content. Number 10. Philando Castile. Officer Geronimo Yanez stopped 32-year-old African-American Philando Castile on July 6, 2016, in Falcon Heights, Minnesota, USA, due to a broken taillight. Castile was accompanied by his girlfriend Diamond Reynolds and her daughter, who is 4 years old. Officer Yanez told Castile not to reach for his legally registered firearm after Castile told him so. Castile started to reach for his wallet to get his ID, but Yanez shot him 7 times because he thought Castile was going for his gun. Facebook Live footage of the aftermath, captured by Diamond Reynolds, showed Castile bleeding and Yanez continuing to aim his gun at the vehicle. The footage showed Reynolds' shock and fear as she tried to talk to Yanez and ask for assistance. Nationwide demonstrations against racial profiling and police brutality were triggered by the incident. Later, Yanez was found not guilty of any charges. Number 9. Prentis Robinson. Prentis Robinson, aged 55, of Wingate, North Carolina, USA, passed away on February 26, 2018. Robinson was well known for sharing videos of his everyday activities on Facebook Live. As usual, Robinson was strolling down the street and lived streaming on the day he was killed. He had just reported a stolen cell phone at the police department. Douglas Coulson shot Robinson 4 times during their encounter on the live broadcast. Robinson's final moments were documented on camera along with the entire incident. Coulson was taken into custody the following day after the video went viral. The murder brought to light the growing trend of using social media to record violent incidents in real time. Number 8. Cleveland shooting. On April 16, 2017, in Cleveland, Ohio, USA, 37-year-old Steve Stevens posted a video on Facebook showing him approaching retired foundry worker Robert Godwin Sr., who is 74 years old. Godwin was shot at point-blank range after Stevens asked him to mention the name Joy Lane. which was a reference to his ex-girlfriend. Although none of Stephen's other murderous claims were proven, they were made. Before being taken down, the murderous video was up on Facebook for a few hours. After being the target of a national manhunt, Stephens was located in Pennsylvania 2 days later, where he committed suicide after a short police pursuit. Concerns concerning the quick dissemination of violent content on social media platforms were raised by the incident. Number 7. Bud Dwyer. Although this incident happened before social media on January 22, 1987, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, USA, it is often cited because it was broadcast live. The Pennsylvania State Treasurer, R. Bud Dwyer, was accused of fraud, bribery, and conspiracy. Dwyer read a prepared statement at a press conference in which he declared his innocence and criticized the legal system. Then he pulled out a .357 Magnum handgun, told the crowd to keep back, and took a self-shot to the mouth. The suicide was shown live on television, and videos of it have since been shared widely online. The public has discussed media ethics and the handling of graphic content in relation to this tragic event. Number 6. Christchurch mosque shootings. White nationalist Brenton Tarrant, 28, Australia, opened fire at the Al Noor Mosque and the Linwood Islamic Center in Christchurch, New Zealand on March 15, 2019. Tarrant used a camera mounted on his helmet to live stream the attack on Facebook Live. According to the video, he drove to the mosque, went inside, and started shooting at worshippers. While they were praying on Friday, 51 people were killed, and numerous others were injured in the attack, which was brutal and well-planned, as seen in the 17-minute live stream. Facebook attempted to take down the video, but it was extensively shared on many different platforms. The incident sparked important conversations about gun control, social media regulation, and hate speech. Number 5. Sladjana Vidovic. Sladjana Vidovic, a 16-year-old high school student, suffered severe bullying at Mentor High School on October 2, 2008, in Mentor, Ohio, USA. Her Croatian accent, appearance, and personality were the targets of bullying from her classmates. Vidovic took her own life by hanging herself out of her house window as a result of the unrelenting bullying. Despite not being featured on Facebook Live, her death generated a lot of discussion and social media sharing, underscoring the terrible effects of bullying. The case of Vidovic's parents suing the school district for not taking action against the bullying raised awareness of the problems of teen mental health and cyberbullying across the country. Number 4. Wuttisan Wongtalay. A 20-year-old Thai man named Wuttisan Wongtalay hanged himself and his 11-month-old daughter on April 25, 2017, in Phuket, Thailand, with the act being streamed live on Facebook. It is said that Wongtalay's actions were motivated by a disagreement with his spouse. The video, which showed Wongtalay committing suicide after the toddler was hanged, was taken down from Facebook after about a day. The shocking incident sparked calls for increased oversight and control over live streaming content across the country. Facebook conveyed its sympathies and reaffirmed its dedication to enhancing the platform's security measures. Number 3. John Robert Newman. John Robert Newman, a 45-year-old former employee, returned to his former place of employment on June 5, 2017, in Orlando, Florida, USA, armed with a hunting knife and a semi-automatic pistol. Before killing himself, he methodically shot and killed 5 people. A witness started recording the attack live on Facebook, capturing the pandemonium and terror within the structure. Employees could be seen in the video attempting to hide from the gunman. The event, one of several shootings at workplaces that year, sparked questions about social media's use in emergency situations and workplace safety. Number 2. Antonio Perkins. On June 15, 2016, in Chicago, Illinois, USA, 28-year-old father of 3 Antonio Perkins was hanging out with friends in an empty lot while live streaming himself on Facebook. Perkins sustained multiple gunshot wounds throughout the broadcast. The sounds of gunfire, the camera falling to the ground, and the aftermath of friends and family running to his aid were all captured on camera. The video, which exposed Chicago's pervasive gun violence, went viral very fast. The murder is still unsolved despite the abundant evidence, and the video serves as a sobering reminder of the city's ongoing problems with violence. Number 1. Heroldo Carvalho. Heroldo Carvalho, a young man embroiled in neighborhood gang conflicts, was killed in Parnamirim, Brazil in March 2019. The gang members chose to live stream the murder on Facebook. Carvalho was seen in the video being shot several times as he begged to save his life. The attackers boasted about the murder and showed their faces in public with no attempt to conceal who they were. The broadcast fit into a larger pattern in which gangs use social media to threaten competitors and establish their authority. The perpetrators were apprehended swiftly due to the unambiguous evidence presented by the live stream. This episode brought to light the drastic lengths gangs would go to instill fear, as well as the difficulties authorities have in keeping an eye on and reacting to these broadcasts. These incidents underscore the potential for social media to be misused for broadcasting real-time violence, prompting ongoing debates about the responsibilities of social media companies, ethical considerations, and the need for more robust content monitoring and regulation.